Last time, on Sailing Kittiwake, we hit from 50 knots of wind and sailed through 2 thunderstorms to reach Tarifa. In this episode, we reached Gibraltar and installed our brand new Windvane. In Tarifa, after a quick sleep, we plotted our route for Linea. Morning, it's 8 AM. We had a sleep of about 5-6 hours. We're not very well rested. We actually feel a bit hungover even though we didn't have any alcohol. I'm making some coffee and then we'll be underway because there will be some easterlies building towards 11 and we just want to miss them and not have another rough ride. I'm a big fan of The Alchemist, the book by Paulo Coelho, and it's really cool to be here in Tarifa, knowing that Tangier is down there and thinking of Santiago. It's really cool.
I don't see it yet, but I know it's there. There's a shore in the middle of the storm we could rest up on. I don't see it yet, but I know it's there.
We're just coming into the Bay of Gibraltar. I was hoping to use the AIS to sort of figure out where all the ships are and stuff, but the problem is there's so many that you can't really tell what's what. There's 60 within our 8-mile radius, so I've taken it down to like 2-mile radius and yeah, just trying to keep an eye on them.
Although I'm fumbling in the night, it's getting hard to see the light, but if I hold a steady course, I close my eyes and try to feel which way to go and what is real. I wouldn't fall into my doubts anymore. Living on the last hope.
How's it going, Ryan?
Pretty good. We arrived into Linea. The anchorage is really nice and calm. It's nice to not be hearing the sound of the engine. We've just spotted someone who we met in Portimao. His boat's over there. He doesn't seem to be on it.
Yeah.
But we might go over and say hi at some point. Yeah, nice to have all that motoring behind us. Spend a couple of days chilling out and hopefully preparing to head east into the Med. Need to check on all the weather forecasts and stuff like that to see what's going on. But
And go get our Windvane,
Windvane,
install it.
fill up on food. We've got plenty of water, but maybe we'll need a bit more, I don't know. Yeah.
Let's just go eat lunch.
Good. Yeah, let's eat lunch. Boat needs a clean as well. Just enjoying a nice evening in Linea anchorage. I didn't really expect Linea to be this nice at all, but there's just kind of a nice kind of tranquil feel to the place. It's kind of cool as well, there being all these like massive cargo ships and stuff out in the distance, and there's a kind of hazy sunset, and the Rock of Gibraltar looks really cool, and yeah, it just feels like a really nice kind of place. I think it helps that there's all these other boats around and people are like milling about and doing stuff, and it's like nice and warm, and yeah, just gonna chill out here and watch the sunset, I think.
What's happened?
So the boat seems to be covered in some sort of sand. I think it's the Saharan sand. When I sent a picture of the sunset to my brother yesterday, he said it looked like when there was Saharan sand all over London. So I guess with Africa being over there, it's blowing sand all over our boat, which is a bit annoying. And try and clean it off, especially with the solar panels and where we sit. But I don't know, kind of cool.
Welcome to the glamorous yachting lifestyle. I just had an armpit wash and I am cleaning the floor. Good old dustpan and brush. And Ryan is cleaning outside. first trip to shore in Linea. We are going to row over to the chandlery and hope to be able to tie up over there and lock the dinghy. We've heard some reports of Linea being a bit sketchy, so dinghies getting stolen quite easily. So we're not using the engine for shore, even though it's quite a bit of a row, and we're gonna tie her up and lock her up as much as we can and just hope for the best.
So we've been on a bit of an adventure trying to find somewhere to lock the dinghy up. We kind of rode all around in the like marina-y bit, and then when we got to the end of one of the like, little areas, the guy was like, "Oh yeah, come over here," but in Spanish, I didn't really understand. And then he came around and unlocked it, and then took us into the Club Nautico or whatever. And then they wanted our passports and to charge us €6 for it, which was a bit strange. Like, it just seems like there's nowhere to lock your dinghy very easily. So we ended up on this kind of like step by the beach, and she's locked up there. But yeah, so we spent all morning rowing around trying to find a spot to park her.
We made our way to the border, where we got our passports checked and walked over the Gibraltar runway to enter the country.
I don't know what it means, but there's a smile.
So what do you think of our gym?
I think it's really, really strange. When we walked from the border to like the main town area, it was like walking through like a horrible 70s housing estate, like something out of Only Fools and Horses. There was, yeah, but like with a main road running through it, so it's like where you walk. It wasn't like we wandered off the track. And then we came into the main area, and it was like a really busy version of like Romford High Street or something, like really rammed, loads of really crap shops. Yeah, just really weird. But then it was quite nice to go to Marks and Spencer's and get some good old English food for lunch.
Trying to work, and there's so much swell, and I don't think you can see it, but the boat is going up and down, side and side. I feel so seasick, so we're just gonna go to shore and try and work from there. There's no wind, so we're not worried about the boat, but can you see this? It's horrible. Are you feeling right?
Pretty keen to get off the boat. The wind's turned kind of westerly, so the waves are basically just coming straight across the bay from like a couple of miles away. So it's quite short chop, which is making us bounce around a bit, but it's supposed to turn back to easterly this afternoon stroke evening, so by the time we get back from shore it should be quite nice again, like last night.
Let's go!
So the days became weeks, it felt just like the night before. You were slowly fading in my mind.
Sand under my feet.
You left, I was so completely gone, but now I'm sure.
Give me my shoes! Come on!
What are you doing?
Trying to not get all the sand under my feet. This morning we're going to the marina in Gibraltar, the cheaper one, of course, because we had a Windvane delivered there and we're going to mount it today.
So coming into the marinas at Gibraltar, we had to come like a long way round, all the way round like directly south from the anchorage, because to the left, you can't really see it now, but there's a big commercial runway. So hopefully when we're going in, we'll get to see a plane landing right next to the boat, which will be really cool.
Just called the marina on the radio, and we're just standing by to wait to find out where we're gonna go. A little bit nervous.
Thankfully that doesn't happen very often. We didn't film coming alongside. There was a dude waiting on the pontoon, so we just kind of hauled him our lines. We didn't really do the best manoeuvre. I think we should have gone a bit further down and come in, but it was all good really. Handy to have someone waiting for us. And yeah, all tied up alongside, and we're going to go and take our passports and our ship's registration to the office.
So it's time for prepping the boat to leave tomorrow. I am cleaning all the inside, and Ryan's been hosing down the outside because of all that red sand that we have everywhere. And I'm making some hummus because we're going to have some guests tonight. Sailing good vibes. Can't wait. And yeah, we have a few more chores to do. Pick up the some gas, get the Windvane on the boat and mounted, and as well get some shopping done. What have we got here?
It's our new Windvane. So this goes on the back of the boat and uses the wind to steer the boat without using any electricity. So yeah, we got it from South Atlantic down in Argentina. And
Thank you guys.
And it came about 5 minutes ago, and I've just been unpackaging it and yeah, trying to check what bits we've got, and we're going to try and mount it today so that we can leave tomorrow.
What model is it?
It is the S440, so easily big enough to handle Kittiwake, and probably like a boat way bigger as well, so it should be more than sensitive enough and powerful enough. And ours is going to go to our steering wheel, which is quite good because then we can disengage it quickly if we need to change course and whatnot, and we can control it using this from the cockpit as well, which would be really great.
Cool. Let's go install it.
Yeah. So I've fastened the mounting bracket onto the kind of shaft thing that everything rotates around, and then I think what I need to do is take some measurements so that we know how high up on the transom this needs to be mounted so that the blade is in the water at the right depth.
Mounting bracket is on. Couldn't film it because we were both doing it. We're getting ready to leave, and this time I'm cooking the biggest pot of rice the world has ever seen. And I made dough for flatbread as well. But we still need to finish mounting the Windvane, get petrol and all sorts. But hopefully after that we can just enjoy some fast downwind sailing. I'm also prepping some of our passage favourites, so crackers to have with peanut butter or cheese and batter, nuts and ginger nuts because that really helps with seasickness for us. There's so much to do in one morning, so I'm dividing my time between finishing off my freelance work and sending it off and telling my clients that I'm not going to be available for a few days while Ryan mounts the Windvane and I occasionally go out to help him do it. So yeah, it's a bit of a battle against time, but I think we should be alright. So while I went to get a new set of Allen keys, Ryan fitted all the ropes to go to the wheel. So all the wheel steering lines, I guess they're called.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to help us keep these videos coming, you can do so on Patreon, starting from $2 per month. Join us next time as we officially enter the Med and surf down some big waves at over 9 knots.